Hi everybody. The goal of this video is to walk you through Canvas and how it's going to work for this class. It might be a little bit different than your other classes, so let's take a look. So here we have like the home page screen. You have the title of the class, quick description, a little image related to history and the topics that we're studying. On the left-hand side, you're going to see a whole bunch of tabs. The most important one for you is always going to be modules. So let's take a look at that. All right, so in this, I'm going to go to student view so we see what it looks like from your perspective. We're going to be talking about how you're going to be seeing Unit 1. All right, so this is what you will see as you enter Unit 1, as you enter any of the units. You're going to see the lessons, you're going to see the mastery checks, but you're going to see that they are not all available at once because you have to go through them sequentially. Each lesson will build off of the one previous to it. And at the end, you'll be tested on all these lessons in a summative assessment. So as we look at this unit, see Unit 1, we see, and these are all just like generic names, but 1.1 that always will have some type of numbering system, Unit 1, Assignment 1, Unit 1, Assignment 1, Unit 1, Assignment 2, Unit 1, Assignment 2. So there's always going to be two components to each assignment. So first there's the lesson, where you'll learn the material, and the mastery check, where you will have like a quick quiz to make sure you understood the material. So let's take a look. Just from this view, you can see that the suggested due date is May 24th, and that it's 10 points. And you need to submit this assignment before you're able to move on to the next one. So let's go in and just take a look at what a typical lesson will look like. So here I've just kind of put in some links here that will kind of mimic what an assignment will look like. Usually there will be a must do, a should do, and an aspire to do. To complete the lesson, you have to do the must do. But to get more points, you should do the should do. And if you really want to achieve a high level of understanding, you can do the aspire to do, which will be extending your knowledge in some way. So for the must do, there's always going to be some type of instructional video. So if I click on this, it'll take us to Edpuzzle, where there's a 5-minute and 48-second video of me explaining a topic. You would go through that, and then there is also going to be a note-taking guide that goes along with that video so you can understand and record the information as you watch the video. Okay. Then in the should do, there will be some type of worksheet where maybe you're going to apply some of that stuff to an example. So I just have that in there. And then the aspire to do is maybe a more advanced example that you could be applying that information to. So are there man-bats on the moon? Okay, so that would be an example for lesson 1. If you are ready to submit it, you've done the must do, you've done the note-taking, you've done the should do and aspire to do, you can hit that start assignment button. I'm just going to randomly upload a file so we can see what it looks like. Do this, submit assignment. Great. So you have submitted lesson 1.1. I will, when I have the chance, I'll go and look at your submission to make sure it's all good. And I will give you some type of grade for it. But now that you've submitted for assignment 1.1 lesson, you now have access to 1.1 mastery check. Now this is open for you. So you will go to that, and it has instructions. Usually mastery checks will be taken on paper, so there won't be anything to submit to Canvas, but this does tell you the procedure for getting your mastery check sheet from Mr. Dudgeon's desk, going to the mastery check area of the classroom, taking that mastery check, and then once you're finished with it, submitting that mastery check. Once you've submitted it, I will check off that it's complete for you, and you will be able to move on to lesson 1.2 with its own mastery check, then lesson 1.3 with its own mastery check, and once you've finished all the lessons in a unit, there will be a big summative assessment. You can see that one is 50 points that will test all of your knowledge all at once. Okay, so that's kind of how this is going to work. There's some other tabs in Canvas. The grades one is important if you want to check on your grades. Announcements are also important, but that is really the main function that you're going to be using Canvas for. All right, good luck.